Hey, wrestling fans. This is another episode of Wrestling Talk with Mason Storm. This is going to be the Raw review, because as I said, if you follow me on Twitter, at Mason Storm, WPC, I am going to probably be making 2 different episodes a week, possibly free if there's a pay-per-view or some kind of big rumor or something like that. Because I can only record on this for 15 minutes, and I've been going, because I can't upgrade to the premium Spreaker thing, because I don't really have a lot of money. So anyways, to cover Raw. So we start with all the women in the ring. It's Alexa Bliss's coronation as the first woman to ever win both the SmackDown and Raw Women's Championships. So she comes out, she starts talking about how great it is to be the first woman to ever do it. Starts thanking a bunch of the wrestlers and a bunch of the women in the ring. Can't remember exactly what she said, but it was a great promo from her. It was especially funny when she got over to Nia Jax and really had nothing to say to her, because she is obviously scared of Nia Jax, because Nia Jax is, I mean, you got, even being a guy, I would be a little intimidated by Nia Jax too, because of how tall she is. So, anyways, but she thanked all of them for a certain reason, and then, as I said, Nia Jax, it was just because she barely had anything to say about Nia Jax. Then she starts talking to Bayley, and so Bayley eventually gets upset and attacks Alexa Bliss, which takes us into the six-woman tag match. There's Alexa Bliss, Emma, Alicia Fox, and Nia Jax. Okay, so maybe it was 8-man, or 8-woman. Sorry. Versus Dana Brooke. Can't remember who else was on her team. Anyways, Alexa Bliss eventually gets pinfall on Bayley. Again, this time though, Alexa Bliss did cheat by raking her in the eyes, whatever. DDT, 1, 2, 3. Alexa Bliss and her team wins. So, next thing we go to is, 6-man tag cruiserweight match. I really didn't care about this match as much as I like the cruiserweights. There's certain cruiserweights I just don't care about, such as Jack Gallagher, Noam Dar. I'm just not a fan of them. Oh, Rich Swann. I mean, I think they're all talented, but I'm just not a huge fan of them. But anyways, Jack Gallagher, Rich Swann, and whoever was the third guy win and get there. And so they win the match. Then we go to Cesaro and Sheamus, or Cesaro. They're about to they come out to the ring. This is after a commercial break, obviously. And it was like so many commercials tonight. I don't know what it was. Even Michael Chow, Michael Chow from Michael Chow TV, listen to his podcast also on Spreaker. He pointed out, what is this, like commercial mania? And I totally agreed with him because there were so many commercials tonight. Anyways, back to the actual wrestling. Sheamus and Cesaro come out, explain that apparently Sheamus said, well, I never liked you guys anyways, to all the fans, and had talked about how Cesaro, he even had his Cesaro section, and they were fine with that until WrestleMania, where they thought they were going to win the match. They thought they were going to regain their tag team titles. Sorry, guys, all the weird noises. But then the Hardy Boys got added, so they were upset, so that's why they attacked the Hardys. Then they're about to leave the ring. They are about to leave the ring. The Hardy Boys music comes up, and it's the same old Hardy music that we're used to, the not broken Hardys, because apparently they're not broken yet. Broken gimmick apparently is coming, but it's not there yet. But Matt and Jeff Hardy come out and say that Cesaro and Sheamus are fools if they think they don't need the fans, and that they will be deleted. And that's my best Matt Hardy impression, which isn't that good. And so Hardy's come to the ring and try to face down Cesaro and Sheamus, but Cesaro and Sheamus back away and run out of the arena. That's what we get from them. Next, we're told that we're going to get an update on Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. And so Kurt Angle comes out and tells us that Roman Reigns' ribs are really broken, and whatever else he had, I can't remember. But also tells us that Braun Strowman tore his rotator cuff. So we start to get a little bit of an update on them. Then Bray Wyatt comes out. Bray Wyatt comes out and kind of just shakes Kurt's hand and just kind of interrupts Kurt and really saying that no one wants to hear about them, blah, blah, blah. So that's the end of that segment. The next match is it is Austin Aries versus TJ Perkins. Really good match. I really like Austin Aries beating TJ Perkins again. But then obviously, and then after the match, TJ Perkins gets upset and attacks Austin Aries and gives him a knee bar and ends up hurting his leg. And he laughs on his way out of the arena. And kind of all in between a bunch of this stuff, we have Dean Ambrose interviewing. Oh, I forgot. Go back a little bit, and again, I'm botching. I'm still getting used to this. Kurt Angle made a match between The Miz, Finn Balor, and Seth Rollins. Winner is the number one contender for Dean Ambrose's Intercontinental Championship. So, during a bunch of these Dean Ambrose Center interviews, all three of them, and it's kind of hilarious because each interview is different, and especially with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose one, with them kind of referring to himself in the third person, it was very, very funny. That him telling Finn Balor to eat some carbs, and I don't remember what he said to The Miz. So, anyways, but that match was made. By the way, also in one of these interviews, Elias Sampson passes by and starts playing his guitar. I don't understand why they just don't add him to the roster. He hasn't even talked. All he's done is play his guitar, just kind of wander by. Well, he is the Wanderer, whatever. I'm not an Elias Sampson fan. Enzo faced Luke Gallows, got his butt whooped. Good. I'm not an Enzo Amore fan. So that's all I've got to say about that match. So now start talking about the main event. The main event was a really good match. Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins versus The Miz, triple threat match. It was a really good match until the end, when you had interferences by Samoa Joe and Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt interfering and attacking Finn Balor means that we're going to get that rivalry now. And Samoa Joe attacking Seth Rollins, going to continue that rivalry. And The Miz wins the match and becomes number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Whatever. I've never been a Miz fan. Never will be. I'm not. I understand he's a great, great heel, but his personality to me is just too egotistical. But Miz wins, so it will be The Miz versus Dean Ambrose. As I said, they're all about to have their rivalries. The one that I'm most interested in is the Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor rivalry. So, quickly going to talk about SmackDown tomorrow night, where Chris Jericho is supposed to face Kevin Owens. Apparently, Kevin Owens is staying on SmackDown for the United States Championship. Except I think it will probably be made into a triple threat match, because AJ Styles will probably come out and say, hey, I'm supposed to be the number one contender. And he'll come out and and I predict he wins the match. He pins Chris Jericho and wins the match and becomes the new United States Championship. This way, Kevin Owens can continue his rivalry with AJ, but him is not the champion, and Chris Jericho can go on his tour with Fozzy. I know it probably makes more sense to have Kevin Owens continue being retained, to have him beat Chris Jericho to become the champion again and start his rivalry with AJ, but I like it better the way I have it. So that is my review of Raw. So, alright. Thank you for listening. Bye.